Man, I don't know. That was my real little brother, bro. So it's like,
Yo, shout to Juice too, man. Like, yo, that kid was so talented, man.
I wasn't necessarily close with him, but I got to speak to him, a couple times, and just the sweetest guy.
To be so young, he like mastered that so quickly. Like, his potential was so off the chart.
While Juice WRLD's passing affected the world in a massive way, many believe Juice WRLD left clues relating to him being alive on purpose. So here's what you need to know. On December 8th, 2019, Juice WRLD, alongside his girlfriend Ali and a few others, would board a private jet flying to Chicago. While boarding the plane that was already late for around 50 minutes to fly, the whole flight felt strange to Juice WRLD's friends.
It was acting weird, the stewardess lady was acting weird, and I just felt something off. I got up to like, yo, we should leave. You know what I mean? I got up and walked to the door and then like,
crazy.
To see if the cars were still there, and I'm like, because I was gonna be like, yo, let's just go off this plane right now. Like,
he ended up being correct. Sources claim that the pilot was the first one on the plane. When Juice WRLD and company were boarding the jet, the pilot could smell narcotics from a mile away, leaving him to exit the plane and call law enforcement to leave a tip saying that someone is boarding his jet that is carrying narcotics. This would end up creating a massive setup on Juice WRLD in the end. On Juice WRLD's private jet, he had many illegal items, from having 70 pounds of narcotics stuffed into suitcases, 2 firearms with high-capacity ammunition magazines, as well as a bag full of narcotics, making many blame the pilot for Juice WRLD's passing, including Ali Lottie herself.
I've lost 2 of the most important people in my life because of snitches.
However, when the private jet was finally able to launch, as law enforcement told the pilot of the plane to continue flying as usual, the flight would be going normal. This was, however, until arriving to Chicago with 10 minutes left in the flight, hitting the point where you're allowed to turn off airplane mode on your phones. Juice WRLD's team and security would receive a text message warning him about what is about to go down.
everything was normal and everything was fine, and once we started getting closer to Chicago and we started getting service on our phones, our security guard, Hen, texted the group chat and was basically like, cops are here and they have a dog.
It would be at this moment where everyone would begin to panic on the plane. While doing so, Juice WRLD would then have the narcotics that were stored in his carry-on bag, taking one after another, sitting there while everyone else is freaking out. His friends mentioned that Juice WRLD may have been the calmest one during the situation. Law enforcement mentioned that Juice WRLD may have either taken these narcotics due to the fact that he would have less charges on him for when he would land, or that he took these narcotics because he knew that he would at least sit in jail for a few hours, so this may have helped him pass the time. Now, when you add all of the narcotics that Juice WRLD took, mixed in with all of the nerves of knowing law enforcement is awaiting his arrival, this is what would sadly cause his heart to go into overdrive and cause the situation inside of the airport. When it happened, an ambulance was called. Witnesses claim that Juice WRLD was transported off of the private jet into the airport, where paramedics tried their absolute best to do everything they could to save Juice WRLD before being quickly escorted to the nearest hospital. However, while paramedics were helping Juice WRLD, the feds as well as a group of canine units were going through the luggage on the plane, as the dogs were quick to sniff out the illegal items, which then raised the question of why would Juice WRLD even attempt to bring this on a plane? This would be later revealed why Juice WRLD brought the 70 pounds of narcotics on this flight, as before his passing, Juice WRLD's birthday party was coming up following the next day, as mentioned by his best friend named Chris Long Films, who was also on the private jet with Juice.
Weekend, we're going to Chicago to celebrate his birthday. It was just his birthday the other day, but we're going this weekend. It's Saturday. We're flying out there. We're gonna have a birthday party with his mom and family and friends and stuff like that from out there. So,
however, 2 of the rapper's security guards that were on the private jet were arrested at the scene for the firearms while inside of the airport, which would grab the attention of a lot of individuals inside of the airport, recording his security getting arrested, recording Ali Lottie sprinting out of the airport. Juice WRLD's passing would quickly go viral online, as rappers would then begin to react to the sudden passing, which starts with Trippie Redd, who collaborated with Juice WRLD on Feline, posting to his Instagram captioning, "I kinda hate life, to be honest. I'm so sick and tired of this, honestly." Another friend that was close with Juice was Ski Mask. Not only was Ski very close with Juice WRLD, but he was also close and best friends with XXXTentacion, who have now sadly both passed in the last few years. Ski Mask would go on to tweet, "No, he can't be gone. They keep taking my brothers from me." A big fan of Juice WRLD while growing up was actually Billie Eilish, as she would even react stating, "Rest in peace, man," which would then lead to one of Juice WRLD's collaborators, being Marshmello, who collaborated with Juice on songs such as Come and Go and Bye Bye, where he would say, "Rest easy, my brother. Love you, bro." Now, after these reactions from rappers, we would then soon see rappers sharing evidence proving that Juice WRLD could still be alive, as it all starts in Juice WRLD's music, especially in his hit song All Girls Are the Same, where Juice WRLD sings, "I'm a jealous boy, I really feel like John Lennon." As in case you're unaware, John Lennon passed on December 8th, which is weirdly enough the exact same day as Juice WRLD. Juice has also mentioned many times that he's a massive fan of John. Juice WRLD would then even have another song where he sings the lyric, "We ain't making it past 21, which is in his song titled Legends, is a tribute song to XXXTentacion and Lil Peep, as Juice WRLD was the age of 21 when he would sadly pass, joining the 21 Club with X and Lil Peep. However, it wasn't until this tweet from Juice WRLD began to go viral online, which states, "My goal is to get overly famous, shine for a couple of years, and then fake my passing." These things combined made many rappers believe that Juice WRLD is alive in 2023. All rappers have loved Juice WRLD ever since he came into the game, as Lil Bibby, who has been managing Juice WRLD's music career ever since he signed with Grade A Productions, and even to this day, they shared a special bond and they were best friends. The two of them were with each other nearly every day, which is why it meant a lot to fans when Lil Bibby had this to say.
"I still look at it like there's people that can't do that. I can't do that. Like, he know how to freestyle all day and make sense. And pop, that's like a freak type talent."
Bibby has been dealing with the music stored in Juice WRLD's vault that he left behind, and he plans to keep releasing new unreleased music for fans to listen to for many years. But this isn't the only rapper that was very close with Juice that had something to say, as we would see G Herbo react to Juice WRLD's incredible skill, as he mentioned in a previous interview that he really learned a lot about music from Juice WRLD. From watching his freestyles to Juice helping him out on the daily, he spoke out about his connection with Juice during their time together, detailing how special he was in the studio and how he misses him every single day.
Man, I don't know, that was my real little brother, bro. So it's like, man, I don't know, we still, we dealing with that day, to be honest, man. It's still, of course, I'm not even gonna say I don't think, it ain't even been a day he ain't crossed my mind in some form or fashion, you know what I'm saying? So.
We would even see someone you'd be a little surprised to hear praise from. It would be the greatest rapper ever, being Eminem. He shared heavy praise for Juice WRLD for his talent, noting the unbelievable hour-long freestyle that Juice did in one single interview.
Yo, shout to Juice too, man. Like, yo, that kid was so talented, man. He, like, his freestyle he did on Westwood, where he rapped for an hour, like, what the? That's the shit we used to try to do at the hip-hop shop.
Eminem would even follow it up by saying this.
To be so young, he, like, mastered that so quickly. Like, his potential was so off the chart.
Even Eminem was surprised with how ridiculously talented Juice WRLD's freestyling skills really were. Another leader in the rap game even had more to share on his remarkable talent. This would be none other than Young Thug, as Young Thug is being one of the OGs in the industry now, helping many younger rappers share their skills as well as business skills. He had nothing but positive things to say about Juice WRLD and the music career that he had achieved.
Freestyle, he really don't write. If you give him a subject, he go rap right now.
Half the time, he really freestyles the whole verse.
Yeah, he'll really freestyle the whole verse. You can't compete with him. He just one of the ones. He's smart as He never run out of nothing to say. He's that smart.
As another rapper that loved Juice WRLD and was very upset to hear the news of his passing would be Roddy Ricch. Surprisingly, the two had never shared a close relationship with each other, but it didn't change the fact that Juice did Roddy Ricch a huge solid at Coachella in 2019, with Roddy reminiscing on his memories with Juice.
One thing that I did respect was when he brought me to Coachella and I was on stage and I got to share that moment with him. That's when I had, not to say I didn't respect him before, but I had, my respect had grew real deep for him because he showed love when he didn't really have to.
However, Roddy wasn't the only rapper that Juice helped throughout his career. He loved helping newer artists in the industry, which is when he gave out a free verse to the Kid Laroi for his hit song Go. Juice gave Laroi a huge boost at the start of his career. Laroi then hopped on an interview to speak on his experience with Juice WRLD.
I learned a lot of stuff being around him and his process and how he records.
Most rappers would probably be making a mistake if they tried to record the way that Juice did.
No, he was the GOAT, the best.
However, moving into the most important reaction in my humbled opinion would be none other than the Lyrical Lemonade CEO, Cole Bennett. He had many sweet thoughts to share on Juice. They worked together from the very start. They re-released hit songs such as All Girls Are the Same as well as Lucid Dreams, with incredible music videos that made these videos go viral in a massive way, where Cole Bennett would say this about Juice WRLD.
He's just always ready. I mean, he could have been up for 4 days. He could have been in the studio the whole night. He could, he could keep going. Like, his work ethic was amazing. I mean, it was really unmatched in a lot of ways.